The governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Otti, has reopened for the use of Abia's civil servants the renovated and retrofitted Nnamdi Azikiwe Secretariat complex, Umuahia. Speaking while performing the ceremony at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Secretariat complex, Ogurube Layout, Umuahia, Governor Otti said the reopening of the Secretariat is in furtherance of the commitment of his administration to building a state that serves the needs of the general public in most efficient way. He said the renovation of the Secretariat is another pointer towards the determination of his administration to change the face of the state civil service by creating suitable working environment for optimal productivity. While commending the Ministry of Lands and Housing for a job well done, the state chief executive noted that the direct labor initiative significantly reduced costs to 900 million naira compared to the estimated 2 billion naira if the job was given to private contractors, brought job satisfaction to technical personnel in the civil service, and has also created job openings as local businesses are empowered through supply contracts. The governor said beyond the revelations that are coming to the fore on the depth of competence that are domiciled in the civil service, he is seeing opportunities for further professional development and pledged to continue to trust technical teams abound in various MDAs with more assignments. Governor Otti assured workers of his administration's dedication to their welfare and urged them to reciprocate by demonstrating professionalism, punctuality, and dedication to service.
Let me joyfully welcome you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to the reopening of the previously abandoned Nnamdi Azikiwe State Secretariat after months of retrofitting, remodeling, and external works. This reopening ceremony is in furtherance of our commitment to building a state that serves the needs of the general public in the most efficient manner. The renovation of the Nnamdi Azikiwe Secretariat is another pointer to our determination to change the face of the civil service by creating suitable working environment to change the face of the state civil service. By creating working environment that not only support optimal productivity, but also add to the dignity of the service. This structure has the capacity to accommodate close to 1,000 personnel. In the next few days, the management and staff of 4 different MDAs will have their permanent addresses here. Another 4 will also move in, but only for the meantime, while we work to find permanent office spaces for all of you. Nobody shall withhold what is due you, not under my watch. In the light of our commitment to the welfare, safety, and career progression of the civil servants and other categories of employees working for the state government, it is expected that we shall begin to see higher output levels in all public sector establishments in the state. Truancy, lateness, leakage of government documents, and other forms of indiscipline and abuse shall not be tolerated. You are required to take your job more seriously going forward. Be at your duty post when you should be, and be conscious of your professional development. I encourage you to guard against being stagnant, because the world is a dynamic place. My office is working closely with the Ministry of Labor and Productivity, the offices of the Head of Service and the Chairperson of the Civil Service Commission to work out suitable training programs for different cadres of personnel in the civil service beginning in the new year.
In his address, the Commissioner for Lands and Housing, Mr. Chaka Chukwumerije, described the reopening of the Nnamdi Azikiwe Secretariat as part of the present administration's integrated plan to significantly upgrade the entire Secretariat complex to ensure that public buildings are adequately co-located within the same space and in a conducive environment befitting for its civil servants. The commissioner recalled that the Nnamdi Azikiwe Secretariat, originally constructed in 1993 during the Ibrahim Babangida administration, had deteriorated over the years and eventually abandoned by the previous administrations following concerns about its structural integrity. He lauded Governor Otti's administration for fulfilling its promise to rebuild and modernize Abia public service infrastructure, noting that the newly retrofitted Secretariat now boasts of functional water and electricity supply, furnished with state-of-the-art facility, 4 newly introduced boardrooms, and a state-of-the-art 24D seater conference hall. In her remarks on behalf of the Abia workforce, the head of service, Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Obioma, described the commissioning of the retrofitted Secretariat complex as a demonstration of the present administration's commitment to rejigging the Abia civil service trajectory, and lauded the governor for recognizing that decent and conducive accommodation serves as a motivation for quality service delivery.
The commissioning of the retrofitted Secretariat complex, abandoned over years, is another of the present administration's demonstration in rewriting the history of the Abia State civil service. This project is of great significance to the entire workforce of Abia, as it has afforded us a wider space for ease of work and represents a monumental landmark in our journey as a state. Let me, at this juncture, on behalf of the entire workforce of Abia, express my gratitude and appreciation to our purpose-driven, development-oriented, pragmatic, and accomplishments-personified governor.
Emma?